A baseball job, you'll be in good shape. I help you out. Nice to have you aboard. As we chat, good to have you with us. 888 Mad Dog 6 is your two-way sports talk telephone number on this busy afternoon. Let's say hello to, how about Reginald in Delaware? Haven't heard from Reg in a while. He says hello. Reg, it is your turn. Good afternoon. How are you today, pal? You okay?
Hey, dog. How you doing, man?
All right, Reg. Nice to talk to you. Let me hear what's on your mind today. Fire away.
Yesterday, man. First of all, I'm a huge Cowboys fan, so you already know I'm in my feelings, and you know I got a 7-year-old nephew and a 9-year-old nephew that was born in the early 2000s, and they asked me and my brother, which is a Cowboy fan too, why they call America's team, and what am I supposed to tell them, you know?
Well, they're called America's team. They're called America's team because in the 1970s, Tex Schramm was a genius. He was a great marketer. He knew how to brand his team. The Big Star, Thanksgiving, Landry, Staubach. They were not America's team in the 60s. The Packers were.
Okay.
They were America's team, and the Cowboys became an NFL team in 1960. They were the NFL. Okay. They became the NFL's team in the early 70s. I'll tell you a big game that had a lot to do with that. Well, there's a lot of games. They won a Super Bowl and everything else. A big game that had a lot to do with that is Clint Longley on Thanksgiving night against the Redskins in 72, 73 when he engineered that comeback and they won the game. But they are America's team because of their success, because of their helmet, because of the stadium with the open roof, first of its kind, because of its general manager. They were good, 29 years in a row of over 500. That's why, or just about, I think the last couple Landry wasn't, and he wasn't early on, about 20 years in a row. That's why they're called America's team. Go ahead.
All right. Next point, though. I was looking at NFL Network yesterday, and they had DeMarcus Lawrence on.
Yeah, good player.
He's making a case for the Cowboys to sign Ndamukong Suh. What do you think, dog?
Reg, I haven't thought about that. He would make that case, obviously. He's a defensive lineman. Defensive linemen stick together. That does seem like the kind of move Jerry Jones would love to make because it's a good PR move. You get people off talking about all the fines he's got to pay the NFL, the legal fees, and things like that. Wouldn't shock me. I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you somewhere else I could see him going. You know where I could see Suh going? I could see it. And I was thinking about this today. How about New England? Can't you see Suh giving them a big discount, whatever it might be, and joining the Patriots? And, and all of a sudden you got him all motivated to win a championship with Brady? Oh, my God. And I'll tell you, Suh can still play. So, I mean, from what I've seen of him, the Dolphins, for whatever the reason, decided to go elsewhere, but I think he can still play. I can see that. Hayden in Virginia, let's have a conversation. Hayden, good afternoon. How are you today, pal?
I'm doing well. My team dodged a $28 million bullet yesterday and brought back a sensible veteran for $10 million and a back for $5 million. I'm actually ecstatic today with the moves the Jets made yesterday, dog. Now, if this dope actually has a sack on him, he's got to move up from 6. Make a phone call to the guys sharing the building with him, the stadium with him, and see if he can maybe move to 2. Because Buffalo's coming, and they're going to come steal a quarterback. And if my guy doesn't make a move and get the guy he wants, he's going to be, on the unemployment line pretty soon.
Well, listen, I tend to agree. This can't be the Jets' long-term plan, Teddy Bridgewater. Forget the other kid. He's not. Bridgewater cannot be the long-term plan. They have the 6th pick. They have some seconds they can trade to if they have to. You would think they would make a call to either the Giants or the Colts and see if they can get into the 2 or the 3 spot. We shall see. I would tend to agree with you on that. Tend to agree. Go ahead.
And dog, like I said, when he made the pass last year on a quarterback, he didn't like Watson. He didn't like Mahomes. He had essentially boxed himself in that he was going to be drafting a kid this year, unless he was going to sign Cousins to an exorbitant contract. I'm glad he didn't. He's got to move up early to make that move. And if he doesn't, dog, shame on him, shame on him, shame on him. And I think every Jet fan out there will be banging down the doors in Florham Park come April 26th, April 27th, demanding the guy to be fired. And I've got no faith in Foles anyway, but McCagden's got to pull the trigger, dog.
Now, that's the one thing that bothers me about drafting a young quarterback, and I think you're right, he has to. I don't trust the Jet coaching staff and their head coach to develop him properly. That's the one thing. I don't trust Bowles to get him in there in the first season. I don't trust them to get him better. He's a defensive coach, Bowles, who's going to try to win every game. He's in his last year of his contract, theoretically. He's had, 3 bad years in a row. The combination, it's not like it's not like you bring him in there with Nagy in Chicago, or with Hugh Jackson, or with an offensive guru, Shermer. You're bringing him in there with a defensive oriented coach who knows as much about offense as you and I do, and that's the one thing that worries me about the Jets.
And, Doug, one thing that really intrigues me, Buffalo knows what they're doing around. They've got some pros in that building right now. The clowns have been out. Doug Whaley's of the world are unemployed finally. Bills have figured out how to operate a pro football franchise. The division's changing. I know New England's going to still be there with Brady. I expect him to be there for 3-4 more years tops. But in my opinion, the division's changing. And you're starting to see teams like San Francisco now. You flip over them in Seattle right now. Which team would you rather have right now?
Yeah, San Francisco.
I don't know how Sam Bradford, by the way, gets $20 million when the guy can't get through 3-4 weeks of a season. Whoever that guy's agent is, dog, get kudos.
It's only one. It's only 1 year. He's got David Johnson back. He's got Fitzgerald back. It's a 1-year commitment with an option for the second year that they control. They have the 15th pick in the draft. They knew they weren't going to get a quarterback. They have nobody there. What did they try to get Cousins? He wasn't interested. What did you want them to do? They had to get somebody. So they went there. I can't kill him on that. 19 in front of the hour. Continuing here on Mad Dog.